You can get the cards you need for today's Budget Magic deck and support the show from this episode's sponsor, Card Kingdom. Just follow the link in the description box down below. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Budget Magic. So this week, we are heading to Standard for a deck that I'm really excited to show off, except it's a little more expensive than I would like. So we are playing Banefire Elves, and let me tell you a quick story about this deck before we talk about how it works. So I built this deck. I started playing this deck. I really liked how the deck performed. I recorded the episode. It was really sweet. And then I plugged the deck into MTGGoldfish, and it was $161, and I was like, oh my goodness, how is that possible? I'm playing just a whole bunch of cheap, janky elves. I thought these cards were all cheap. Well, apparently, like, Elvish Cladcaller, Growth Chamber Guardian, Incubation Druid, Beast Whisperer, all those cards are like $10 to $15 a playset now. So the actual deck is more expensive than I try to do for Budget Magic. The normal goal is $100 or less, but since I already recorded it and I thought the deck was sweet, we're going to make an exception this week. We're going to show off the deck anyway. Worth mentioning, Stomping Grounds is like $35, Rootbound Crag, the mana base is like $50-ish, so you could definitely get the deck down into the $100 range without losing too much. But yeah, basically, I thought these cards were cheaper than they were, but apparently Vanquishers, Banners, and Random Elves have went up in price recently. So anyway, we're playing Banefire Elves, a deck that's looking to play some Elves and also some Banefires. They just throw huge chunks of damage at the opponent's face. As you can see, a little bit more expensive than I'd like, especially a paper, $161. But like I said, a lot of that's the mana base, and there's not a lot of really expensive cards. Instead, it's a bunch of cards that are like $2 or $3 a copy, and it all adds up to more than I'd like when you put it all together. But still, the deck is sweet, so we're going to show it off anyway. A quick reminder before we break down Banefire Elves for Standard. If you enjoy this deck, and you enjoy Budget Magic in general, it would be amazing of you if you take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk Banefire Elves, and the engine of this deck is the card draw pieces. So Beast Whisperer and also Vanquisher's Banner basically make it so whenever we cast an elf, we get to draw a card. And the idea is we want to stack these up on the battlefield, so when we're casting a random chief elf, we're drawing like 2 cards, 3 cards, and churning through our deck really quickly, which allows us to flood the board with creatures that we can attack with and get a bunch of mana, as you'll see as we go along, which gets us to our big Banefire kill. So Beast Whisperer, Vanquish Banner, card draw engine. The other sweet piece of this deck, and a new addition from Ravnica Allegiance, is Rhythm of the Wild. So Rhythm of the Wild does a few different things. Good against control because our stuff can't be countered, gives our stuff riot so we can make our stuff bigger, but the real trick here is the riot's ability to give haste. So if we can give some of our creatures haste, we can do some really explosive things. It's kind of like a elf combo with our Beast Whisperers and Vanquisher's Banner. So let's assume we have something to draw cards. One of the Beast Whisperer Vanquish Banners, one of those going, along with Rhythm of the Wilds. We can do things like play a Llanowar Elves for essentially free. It's 1 mana to cast, but if we give it haste, we can immediately tap it for a mana. So it's a free card that's going to trigger Vanquisher's Banner. Beast Whisperer draws a card, 2 cards, 3 cards, and keep us churning through our decks. And then we have a bunch of 2 mana producers as well. Druid of the Cowl, Incubation Druid. These are cards that aren't actually free, but they only cost 1 mana. So if we're drawing a card or 2 off of them, it's a really good deal, and they're going to make mana as the game goes along. Incubation Druid, we can even put a counter on it right away if we want to have it tap for 3 mana on our next turn. If we have 2 riot abilities, we can give it haste and make it tap for 3 mana, so it's actually adding extra mana. So these cards explode out of the gate, gives us tons of mana, ramps us into our Beast Whisperer and Vanquisher's Banner, and then in this deck, when normally drawing a mana dork later in the game is bad, in this deck it's great because we have these Beast Whisperers and Vanquisher's Banners, so even when we don't really need a random creature that makes mana, the fact that they're drawing us a bunch of cards makes them very good still. Growth Chamber Guardian is another awesome synergy card in this deck, which is just so perfect for what the deck wants to do. So first off, with our Rhythm of the Wild, we can just put a counter on it with Riot and let us tutor up another Growth Chamber Guardian for free. So that's nice. The other thing is, the ability to kind of Squadron Hawk out more Growth Chamber Guardians is devastating with Beast Whisperers and with our Vanquishers banner, because that means we play our Growth Chamber Guardian, we draw a card or two from our big engine pieces, then we just tutor up another one, cast it again, draw 2 more cards. It's a huge ability to generate card advantage, and it allows us to just outgrind basically any deck in the format once we get our engine going. Then we have kind of our payoffs, some of our payoffs. Elvish Clan Caller, just a cheap elf lord, and since we make so much mana, we can tutor up more copies, and that's kind of like our backup way of winning the game, is just make a bunch of elves, make them big with our lords, beat down. One Steel Leaf Champion, just as a big creature, doesn't really do anything in specific. Then we have our big mana producer. So we have a lot of mana producers in our deck, mana dorks, but then Grand Lord Rada and also Morrowind the Nurturer. These are the cards that allow us to make insane amounts of mana in one turn. So Morrowind just keeps getting bigger as we cast our elves. Eventually it's going to be like 7 power, 10 power, and then it taps to add mana equal to its power. So this is a huge chunk of mana all by itself, and then Grand Warlord Rada comes in, attack with our whole team, all of our random elves, and then we get mana for each attacking creature, and these cards set up our combo kill, which is Banefire. So Banefire is the way we mostly close out the game with this deck. This deck makes absurd amounts of mana, then we just Banefire our opponent equal to their life total or more, win the game that way. We can Banefire all the way to 20 if we need to in some matchups, but most of the time we chip in with some incidental elf damage, get our opponent down to like 10 life, and then finish our opponent off with a massive Banefire, which we draw consistently because we draw a million cards with our Beast Whisper, with our Vanquishers banner. So a great finisher for our deck, especially with the help of Morrowind and Grand Warlord Rada. Mana base wise, and if I made one specific mistake with the deck, I probably should have played Stomping Grounds. That one's on me. It's like $35 for a playset. It is good for the mana base, but you can get by without it. Playing something like Unclaimed Territory is probably what I would have done if I had thought about it at the time. I honestly, like I said in the intro, I just thought the deck was under budget because I thought the elves were cheap. So if I had known that I should have been pinching pennies a little bit more, I would have just played Unclaimed Territory. Don't really lose a whole lot playing Unclaimed Territory, especially since Incubation Druid can still tap for mana of any color if you have an Unclaimed Territory, so it works with Banefire. So yeah, that would be an easy substitution to knock almost $40 off the cost of the deck. Sideboard-wise, we get a bunch of removal. Shiv and Fire for the early game, Lava Coil to deal with Drakes and Phoenixes, Collision Colossus. Card is really good right now. There's a lot of flyers in the format between Izzet and Mono Blue, even like Lyra's random angel deck, so it kills a lot, and the pump is kind of sweet with like Morrowind. It works like a ritual. For 2 mana, we give Morrowind plus 4 power, so it taps for 2 additional mana, which basically makes it into like a dark ritual type effect. Then for control, we have Cindervines, especially important against Nexus decks, but good against any spell-heavy control deck. Shaper Sanctuary to punish targeted removal. Sorcerer's Spyglass, primarily for Teferi. Reclamation Sage, it's an elf. It works with the theme of our deck, gets rid of like Wilderness Reclamations, Immortal Suns, whatever powerful artifact or enchantment our opponent has. And that is Banefire Elves for standard. And that's our budget magic for this week. So yes, it's a bit more expensive, but trust me, the deck is sweet, the videos are sweet, so I'm excited to show it off. Like I said, if I had realized how much the elves cost, I would have made efforts to keep it cheaper, because I think the deck could be close to as good or as successful and still be under $100. Like I said, I just didn't realize I needed to pinch pennies with this one, because I thought a lot of these cards were cheaper than they were. So anyway, let's get to the gameplay, see Banefire Elves in action. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Alright, budget magic time. We are playing some Banefire Elves in standard, and well, we got Banefire and we got Elves. That's our deck. Land or go. About it. Cinder Glade Barons. Druid of the Cowl. Go attacking. Mountain. Daredevil. Well, play Beast Whisper. Play Stomping Grounds. Pass the turn. Opponent attacks. Alright, no blocks. Down to 18. Dragon Skull Summit. Chain Whirler. Alright, play Clan Caller. Draw a card. Play Incubation Druid. Draw a card. Stomping Grounds. Go attacking. And little worried about Chain Whirler with Status Statue. That can be bad. What do you got, opponent? Alright, kills our Lord. Attacks. Or not. Attacks, attacks. No blocks. Down to 11. Opponent passes. Well, Morrowind. Draw a card. Forest. Growth Chamber Guardian. Draw a card. Attack, attack. And pass the turn. Treasure Map. Ooh, main phase Scry. To the bottom. Land. Opponent passes. Ooh, that's another Beast Whisper. Okay, play a mountain, play Beast Whisper. Draw a card. Growth Chamber Guardian. Get another one. Play Growth Chamber Guardian. Draw 2 cards. Druid of the Cowl. Draw 2 cards. And this is where Banefire Elves is pretty sweet. No attacks. No attacks. Alright, opponent. Do you have a Wrath? They need like a Ritual of Sun or something, or we pretty much got him. Land for our opponent. Scoops it up! Cannot overcome the Elves, and that was a pretty good performance for our deck. Alright. That was impressive. That was pretty impressive. Against this deck, what do we want to do? Maybe, like, go up Shaper's Sanctuary, go down 1 Clan Caller, maybe Grand Warlord Rada, and 2 Lava Coils, go down 1 Vanquisher's Banner, and 1 Rhythm. Let's try it like that. Alright, we are on the draw. This hand, little susceptible to Chain Whirler, but it's fine. Llanowar Elves. Opponent has the shock. Yup. Mountain for our opponent, and Treasure Map. Well, play the land, play Growth Chamber Guardian. Make our opponent have an answer. Wow, main phase Treasure Map. Alright, to the top. Can they kill Growth Chamber Guardian? That's the real question. Well, play a mountain, go to combat, attack. Oh, they have the Shivan Fire. Alright, opponent, alright. The answers are flowing. Well, there's a no-value Chain Whirler. Let's play the Forest. Play Druid of the Cowl. Play... Clan Caller. Pass the turn. Opponent deals with our Mana Dork. The real question is going to be, can they deal with this Vanquisher's Banner? Opponent attacks. No blocks. Down to 16. Well, Stomping Grounds, untapped. Banner. Alright, they kill our... They're putting up a fight. Well, we name Elf, and we have Elves incoming. Mountain for our opponent. 2 cards in hand. Gets in with Chain Whirler. Down to 10. And not super worried about Karn. Karn is slow. Opponent gets a mountain. Passes. Well, play Growth Chamber Guardian. Draw a card. Grow Growth Chamber Guardian. Get another one. Pass the turn. And now we draw cards. Opponent scries with Treasure Map. To the top. Well, alright. They found something they want. Takes up Karn. Yeah, Carnival Carnage doesn't do a whole lot here. I mean, I guess they can attack our hand, but... Alright, discard. I'll play Llanowar, draw a card. Play a Forest. Play Growth Chamber Guardian. Draw a card. Activate Growth Chamber Guardian. Get another one. No attacks. They have that Angrath they can get that we need to play around here. Because they can Angrath steal a Growth Chamber Guardian. That is actually a problem. Alright, opponent flips Treasure Map to the bottom. Gets the Angrath. Mountain. Angrath. Wow, ticks up. Alright, so we will discard Growth Chamber Guardian. Interesting. We are down to 5. That is not a high life total. And another Chain Whirler. Down to 4. Well, play Morrowind, draw a card. Druid of the Cowl, draw a card. Ugh. Yeah, now we're in trouble. Now we are in a whole heap of trouble. Land is the worst. Now we just lose to Angrath, unfortunately. Opponent ticks up. Gets a Lava Coil. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way out of this. We needed to draw not lands off this Vanquisher's banner. Drawing all the lands is the end of us, I believe. Opponent. Dragon Skull Summit. And thinks a bit, Lava Coils. And Rixmati Reveler to refuel. Yeah, that's bad news. Rixmati Reveler loots away a land. Well, Incubation drew a draw card. It's a land, and we scoop it up. Alright. Well, that Karn ended up being better than I thought it would be. That's for sure. Maybe we bring in Sorcerous Spyglass here. Steel Leaf Champion just dies. Run it like that. We get to be on the play. That's good. Alright. We are on the play, and okay. Llanowar Elves hopefully turn to Rhythm of the Wild and go from there. Opponent. Untap land. Has a shock. Well, Llanowar Elves. Stomping Ground. Tapped. Dragon Skull Summit. And Treasure Map. Yep. Ooh. Well, Stomping Ground's untapped. Rhythm of the Wild. Shaper Sanctuary. Pass the turn. Dragon Skull Summit for our opponent. I guess Chain Whirler's annoying. Alright, opponent scries. Working on the treasure map. Shaper Sanctuary is going to punish our opponent for killing our stuff, which is good. Rixmati Reveler loots away a removal spell. Well, play Beast Whisper. Put a counter on it. Alright, opponent. Let's see what you got. Hopefully they can't empty our hand. Rekindling Phoenix. Alright, game on. Well, play Morrowind. Draw a card. Haste. Play Growth Chamber Guardian. Draw a card. Put a counter on it. Grow Morrowind. Grab a Growth Chamber Guardian. Play the Forest. No attacks. We would like to fight a Lava Coil eventually to deal with this Rekindling Phoenix, but opponent. Siege Gang Commander. Alright, makes a bunch of dorks. Gets in with Rekindling Phoenix. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Vanquisher's Banner. On Elf. Play Clan Caller. Draw 2 cards. Put a counter on it. Play a Mountain. Lava Coil Rekindling Phoenix. And yeah, get in with Growth Chamber. Opponent down to 13. Alright, opponent. Let's see what you got. Treasure Map Scry. Trying to get to the flip. To the bottom. Swamp. And opponent passes. Banefire. Interesting. Well, Growth Chamber Guardian. Draw 2. Give it haste. Growth Chamber Guardian. Draw 2. Give it haste. Play Rootbound Crag. Go to combat. Attack, 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 attack. See what our opponent does. Blocks, blocks, blocks. Okay, that's fine. We can Banefire for 9 at the moment. 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. So this has potential to be lethal Banefire. Okay, blocks, sure. Opponent. I assume is going to start throwing goblins. We get to draw a card. Thank you. Yep, hits Growth Chamber, sure. And I think the Banefire is going to come through. I mean, that's the reason to play Banefire Elves is you get the opponent low enough, down to 9. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I mean, Banefire for 9? Face? Game? Exaxes? Banefire Elves? Whoo! Get out of here, Rakdos! And that was pretty good. That was pretty good for the Banefire Elves. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right. Budget Magic time. We are playing some Banefire Elves in Standard. And, well, okay. We got Elves and we got Banefires. All right, Forest and Llanowar Elves. I'll play Rootbound Crag. Yeah, I guess we play Growth Chamber Guardian. Opponent has Revitalize. Get it. Opponent down to 22. Definitely a little bit concerned about Wrath here. Alright, play a Forest. I think we just grow Growth Chamber Guardian. Tutor up another one. And attack with everything. This seems like our best plan for trying to play around sweepers. Incubation Druid. I'll play the Mountain. Go to combat. Attack. Alright. That's fine. Vanquisher's Banner on Elf. So we lose our threat, but we get a Vanquisher's Banner, which if it sticks around gives us enough card advantage to keep pace with our opponent. Alright. Land to Fairy. Well, this is interesting. If our opponent tucks Vanquisher's Banner, they lose to Fairy, most likely. Well, play Rootbound Crag. Play Beast Whisper, draw a card. Play Incubation Druid, draw 2 cards. And see what our opponent has. The engine is running. Alright, opponent draws. At some point, we might have to try to Banefire this to Fairy. Alright, kills Beast Whisper. Sure. Kills Llanowar. Untaps. Well, play Stomping Grounds. Play Beast Whisper. Draw a card. Play Clan Caller. Draw 2 cards. Hit to Fairy. Down to 4. Rada is sneaky. I think Clan Caller is actually our least valuable creature here. Opponent, untaps. Well, play a land, play Vanquisher's Banner. Opponent has a counter. I'll play Incubation Druid, draw 2. Go to combat, attack to Fairy.
No more games.
Iskanta is going to flip eventually. And we're not dealing much damage to our opponent here. We will discard Stomping Ground. Draws with Fairy. Gets rid of Beast Whisper. Yep. Thought Eraser. Sure. What do they take? Takes Vanquisher's Banner. Interesting. Untaps. Well, play Rada. Play Rootbound Crag. Play Vanquisher's Banner. On Elf. Go to combat. Attack our opponent, attack our opponent. Because Teferi's going to come back anyway. Get a couple mana. Hit our opponent. Incubation Druid, draw 2. Pass turn, Iskanta flips. So opponent has Teferi, but they need a sweeper, they're going to die to our Banefire. Yup, gets to reanimate nothing of consequence. The Iskanta can help them find a sweeper. We basically just got to get our opponent low enough that sooner or later, Banefires can close out the game. Takes up Teferi, draws a card. And even if our opponent finds a sweeper, the good news is we have these Llanowars, so we're going to draw a ton of cards. Ugh, Thought Eraser. I assume this is where they got to take Banefire. Yup. Well, little do they know we have a lot of Banefires. Opponent, passing. Untapping. Well, Llanowar. Draw 2. Llanowar. Draw 2. Druid of the Cowl. Draw 2. Rhythm of the Wild. That draws out the counter. Well, go to combat. Teferi, 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 Teferi. Add all green. Teferi down. Yep. Play Growth Chamber Guardian. Draw 2. Adapt it. Get a Growth Chamber Guardian. Stomping Grounds tapped. Discard Stomping Grounds. And alright, opponent. I mean, you need the sweeper. Need the sweeper just to stay in the game. Opponent activates. Iskanta. Do they find Kaya's Wrath? If they do, the game continues for the time being. Chemister's Insight. That's not a Wrath. Opponent. Passing. Okay, so. Go to combat. Attack. Add a bunch of Rada mana. 8 mana. All green. Opponent blocks. Drops to 2. So now we Growth Chamber Guardian. We just need to find a Banefire, and we win. Not a Banefire. Llanowar. Draw 2. We have 2 more Banefires to be found. Incubation Druid. Draw 2. Druid of the Cowl. Draw 2. There it is. There's the Banefire. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Banefire you for 9? Good game. Well played. Whew! And that's how you take down Control. Wow, Banefire Elves. Opponent did not hit the sweeper, and we went max punishment for not hitting that sweeper. All right, against Control, we get a Sorcerous Spyglass. We get maybe all the Cindervines and Shaper's Sanctuaries. The question is, what do we cut? That is the big question. How do we make room for all these changes? Go down Steel Leaf. Go down Rada. I'm not sure how we do this. Maybe we go 2 Cindervines. This isn't infinite turns, so it's not just game over. 2 Cindervines. Go down a Clan Caller. Maybe we can't Cindervines. Alright, no Cindervines. I guess we don't change anything. Bring in the 1 Sorcerer Spyglass and just stick to the plan. Alright, we are on the draw. Ooh, alright. This is the kind of hand we want. Turn 1 Elves, turn 2 Rhythm of the Wild is one of our better openings against Control. Land Llanowar. Opponent. Because that turns off all the counters if we get down Rhythm. Untap land. Thought Erasure. Alright. Well, there goes our Rhythm, I assume. Yep. Rhythm down. Well, play Stomping Grounds. Untapped. Morrowind. Pass the turn. Untap land. Opponent passes. Well, play Rootbound Crag. Play Beast Whisper. Play Clan Caller. Draw a card. And let's see if our opponent has the Wrath. They don't have double white. Opponent passes. Well, play Beast Whisperer. Draw a card. Play Llanowar. Draw 2 cards. Opponent's going to draw. Yep. Growth Chamber Guardian. Draw 2 cards. And Sorcerous Spyglass. Whoo! Teferi, and our opponent gets 1 draw. Play the land, go attacking, and this is it. This is it. Opponent has 1 top deck to hit Kaya's Wrath, or it's game. White mana. What is the last unknown card? Chemister's Insight. Game! Game! Opponent passes, scoops it up, and that is Elves sticking it to Teferi Control. That was a beautiful game for Elves. That's what the deck wants to do. That is it. That is it. Whew, sweet. Banefire Elves. Doing it. Doing it. Doing it. All right. Budget Magic time. We are Banefire Elfing in Standard. And we got a Lord Heavy Hand. Maybe we can just go Elf Beatdown. Could work. Land and let's Incubation Druid. This lets us double 2-drop next turn, and then maybe Growth Chamber Adapt next turn? Assuming our opponent doesn't... Ooh. Oh, alright. Well,
Let's Druid of the Cowl. Stay the course. Opponent, land. Is this like Grixis control? This one, oh, Thief of Sanity. Well, Clan Caller. Clan Caller. The only bit of good news is our deck is probably not super helpful to our opponent. They're going to be getting random elves that don't do much without a bunch of other elves. Opponent, Thought Erasers. After stealing, my guess is a mediocre to bad elf. Leaves us with double Banefire. Red mana to kill Thief of Sanity would be nice. Opponent. Yep, bad elf, indeed. Ugh, and a shock. Well, alright, Stomping Ground, untapped. Sad little Banefire to kill Thief of Sanity. Get in with Druid of the Cowl. And see what big scary things our opponent has on the top of their curve. Nicky B. Yeah, that's not great for us. Gets in with Llanowar. Oh man, our elf is going to help him flip it. Play Growth Chamber Guardian. Pass the turn. Ooh, this is feeling sketchy. Bonnet. Eldest Reborn. Well, let's Growth Chamber Guardian. Grab a Growth Chamber Guardian. Sack Druid of the Cowl. Opponent gets in. Down to 11. We draw Stomping Grounds. Well, alright. Down to 9. Growth Chamber Guardian. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. I am not sure we could win this race, though. Down to 14. Nothing to discard. Opponent. That Llanowar actually was key for our opponent somehow. Lava Coil's our lord. Aye. Aye, aye, aye. Yup. Another Thief of Sanity. Ugh. Opponent. Combat. Attacks. Well, how can we win this? I don't know if there is a path to victory here. Get a Growth Chamber Guardian. Drop to 5. Rhythm. Yeah, that doesn't do it. All right, we're just dead to flyers. Well, yeah. We're not good at blocking flyers, and our opponent has lots of removal. So Collision Colossus in. Shaper's Sanctuary, perhaps, and Lava Coil. Go down. Rada. Go down a couple Druid of the Cowls, a Vanquisher's Banner, 1 Morrowind, and 1 Banefire. All right, run it like that. All right, we get to play first. And, all right. This hand's okay. Land, Llanowar. In theory, turn 2 Morrowind, turn 3 Beast Whisper, and just see what happens. Tap land. Well, Forest, Morrowind. Pass the turn. Watery Grave. Well, there goes our Beast Whisper, I assume. Or maybe they just take our removal spell and then kill Beast Whisper. Alright, they take Beast Whisper. Vanquisher's Banner would be our best draw. Land. Play Stomping Grounds tapped. Get in for a sad little 2. Opponent. Steam Vents tapped. Takes Thought Erasure. Or takes Collision Colossus with Thought Erasure. Play Incubation Druid. Play a Mountain. I guess we just do this now. Pass the turn. Ritualist is so game-ending. Thief of Sanity. Ooh, alright. Play the land. Play Vanquisher's Banner. On Elf. And go attacking. I mean, this is what we got. Get the pressure on. See what happens. Opponent takes it to 7. Still deathly scared of Ritualist. Is just so bad for us. Opponent. Ooh. Bedevil A. Alright. Opponent. Gets in. That seems greedy. Mills some stuff. Steals. Okay, they have a shock. So opponent remains alive. Wow. Clan Caller. Opponent to 1. Alright. Alright. Banefire, please. Banefire. Banefire, what time? Land for our opponent. Angrath. This doesn't do it. Angrath doesn't do it. That's game. Sure. Steal our dork. We still have 1 point of damage. That does it. It doesn't matter what you do. Unless they can, like, cast something with Incubation Druid, I guess. I don't think we have anything that matters. Steal something. They have 3 mana. Alright. Opponent. Collision Colossus. Gives up. Yup. We untap. All attack. Oh boy. Got there. Got there. Got there. Well, let's do that one more time. It worked. Run it back. One more time like that. On to game 3. Grixis mid-range, I guess? Ooh. Alright. I like this hand. Shaper Sanctuary seems good in this matchup. It does slow us down a bit, but it does punish our opponent for just shocking all of our stuff. We'll keep. Oh, opponent's going to 6. Man, are we going to steal this? To the bottom. Opponent. Tap land. Well, Forest. Shaper Sanctuary. Pass the turn. Tap land. Well, Llanowar Elves. And Stomping Grounds. We are a bit removal heavy here. Opponent. Alright, well. Kills the Llanowar. We get a free card. The power of Shaper Sanctuary. Opponent untaps. Watery Grave. Thief of Sanity. Yeah, let's just Lava Coil. Get rid of it. Play Rootbound Crag. Pass the turn. Thought Erasure. Well, the elves are coming, opponent. One way or another. Takes Morrowind. Leaves us with our removal spell, though. Mills a Shock. Yeah, a little less good against Shaper Sanctuary. Land. Passes. Ooh, well, land, Beast Whisperer. We gotta go Beast Whisperer. If we untap with Beast Whisperer, the card draw, so good. Alright, opponent kills it. We draw a card. Up to 2 cards from Shaper Sanctuary. Opponent passes. Ooh. Well, let's Stomping Grounds untapped. Growth Chamber Guardian. Adapt it. Get another one. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Nicol Bolas. Will discard Druid of the Cowl. Well, go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes it. Play Growth Chamber Guardian. Adapt Growth Chamber Guardian. Get a Growth Chamber Guardian. Play a Forest. Pass the turn. Ooh, opponent did have Ritualist. That's a good one. Gets in. Down to 13. Play Growth Chamber Guardian. Adapt it. Get our last one. Play Llanowar Elves. Pass the turn. Rekindling Phoenix. Opponent gets in. Ugh. Yup. Play Incubation Druid. Kill Nicol Bolas. Play Growth Chamber Guardian. Play a land. No attacks. Oh, this is going to be very close. Lava Coil. Lava Coil. We want a Lava Coil. Opponent. Wow, gets in. Down to 5. Hostage Taker. Steals a Growth Chamber Guardian. We draw Clan Caller. Well, play Clan Caller. Go to combat. Attack, attack. I think we're done. Well, adapt. Land go. Oh, we're going to come up just short. Just short. Oh, so brutal. Opponent gets in. Yeah. 1. And we get the GGs. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right. Close, close, close. All right. Budget Magic time. We are playing some Banefire Elves in Standard. And, well, all right. I guess this hand's fine. Hinterland Harbor. Oh boy. Is it infinite turn time? Yeah, looks like infinite turn time. Well, Forest, Incubation Druid. Opponent. Mills a Root Snare. Ops. To the top. So opponent found their land. Plays a Forest. Passes. Well, play Rootbound Crag. Play Clan Caller. Play Incubation Druid. Pass the turn. So Banefire is our best main deck way to have a chance against this deck. The problem is we have to get a turn to be able to Banefire. Opponent ops. Opponent looks like they had a risky keep where they needed to hit lands, but their ops might get them there. And opponent passes. All right, play a forest. Play Morrowind. Play Clan Caller. Grow Morrowind. Go attacking. Opponent down to 16. Search for Azcanta. Mills Chemist's Insight. Draws a card. If they whiff on lands, they hit a tap land. All right. Opponent. Passing. How do we do this? Play Beast Whisperer. Play Beast Whisperer. Grow Morrowind. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes it. All right, down to 12, pass the turn. Grow Spiral. Well, if we untap, we should have Banefire lethal, I believe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Looks like Banefire lethal to me. Wilderness Wreck. Okay. Well, let's adapt Incubation Druid. Opponent untaps. And bounces Morrowind, leaving up Fog mana. We draw Morrowind. So now we no longer have Banefire lethal. And we might actually be losing. Well, go to combat. The way we can win is get our opponent to not Fog. Alright. Attack like that. Ha! Ha! We got him! We got him! Leveled! Leveled! Oh, we gotcha! We gotcha! Oh, we baited him into not casting the fog. Oh. We had to think, oh man, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. We had to make it look like we wanted to not attack with everything to like activate our Lord or cast stuff. And we baited him into it and it worked. Now we get 2 Rex Sages, 4 Cinder Vines. And that should go a long way towards improving this matchup. Being able to kill their enchantments, pretty helpful in this matchup. So, go down... What do we go down? That's a bigger question. Go down a couple Vanquisher's Banners, a Rhythm of the Wild, 1 Morrowind, and 2 Druid of the Cowls, I guess? Try it like that. Our enchantment removal, really helpful. Man, I am so glad we won that game. That was one I did not expect to win, so we'll take it. We will take it. Alright, can't keep this. Only 1 land. Ooh, okay, come on, red mana, please, for the Cinder Vines. Llanowar. We're gonna go bottom. I think our most important goal is to find red mana here. Land for our opponent, passes. Well, forest, go. Opponent ups. To the top. Opponent. Untap Breeding Pool. Well, forest and Druid of the Cowl. Grow Spiral, draws a card. Ugh. Our deck is pretty heavily weighted towards green, so whiffing on red mana is not that unbelievable. Well, play a forest, play Clan Caller, Incubation Druid. We still need some red mana. Opponent gonna draw some cards. Untaps. Forest. Did they find a wreck? Not yet. Green mana. We'll play the forest. Well, I guess we just pass and start tutoring out Clan Callers to thin our deck and try to find red mana. Chemist's Insight. Resolves. Opt. Oh, this is scary. If our opponent finds a Wilderness Reclamation to the top, if they find a Wilderness Rec, things are very bad. They can go off with those Chemist's Insights. Ops. To the bottom. Did they find it? Opt. Oh, they're digging for it. To the bottom. Azcanta. Well, let's Clan Caller. Get a Clan Caller. Well, there's Rootbound Crag. Huh. How do we do this? We have 7 mana? Well, I guess we... Oh, we can't even adapt. Well, play Cindervines. Go to combat. All attack. Pass the turn. We're going to let his Kanta flip. Mills a counter. Transforms. Our main mission is to stop Wilderness Wreck. Wow, okay. That's pretty fine. Opponent. Passes. Root Snares. Yup. So we can Banefire to 2. So, wait, that's 1, 2. Play Cindervines. We can Banefire opponent for 3. I guess we just Incubation Druid and pass the turn. Alright. Let's see what you got, opponent. I feel like we might have this. Wow. Desperation is Kanta. And whiffs? Oh, that should do it. Even if our opponent has a fog, I think that's going to do it. 1, 4, 5, 6. Wow, close. We can Banefire opponent to 2? If we draw a land, it does it. Well, I guess if they have to cast a fog... Yeah, I think that's going to work. I think this is going to work either way. Banefire Elves. Taking down fogs. Or, yeah, fogs and Nexus. Nexi. Opponent. Oh, no. Is this a salty timeout? We have hit all the salt this league. We got the early good game. We get the salty timeout against elves. We have hit the salt, the run of salt. I'm still recovering from that early good game. Double ritual set, top deck for Asuka's Contempt. When we were one turn away from winning. And they give us the early good game like 2 turns before. Oh, opponent. Well, it's a jungle out here on the arena ladder. It's a jungle. You get early good games. You get salty scoops when you're as Kanta whiffs. Maybe people just don't like Banefire Elves. Maybe it brings out the worst in people. Goodness. Yeah, opponent's going all the way. The full timeout. It's kind of funny that it's the Nexus player that's doing this. Normally it's people against Nexus that get salty. This time it's the Nexus player getting salty against Elves, which I guess makes it even better. Opponent, yeah. Time's out. Passes. Well, we will untap. Play a land. Go to combat. Opponent. Chandra. Why are we a Johnny? Do they, like, update avatars? I definitely wouldn't pick a Johnny. Nah, I mean, maybe it's worth it. Saffron Golden Mane. Maybe that's the reason. Got the good hair. I guess it is probably the Planeswalker that my hair most resembles, at least. About it. Yeah. Going the whole way with the timeouts. And, I mean, we had him dead without the timeout. That was not a, oops, I accidentally timed out. That was a, I'm going to stick it to you because I don't like that you elfed me. We got him good at game 1, though. Oh, I'm still very proud of that attack. That was, oh, man, that was good. Huh? All right, Banefire Elves. Deck's working. Ranking up. Sweet. All right, much brew about nothing time. Oh. Budget Magic time! We are playing some Rhythm Elves. Banefire Elves. In Standard. And this is a pretty good elf hand. No red mana for Rhythm, but... mono blue. Well, Forest, Morrowind. I think our best bet is just to go through... Like, go bigger than the blue deck. Opponent. Gets it. Hits us. Passes. Well, play 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Beast Whisper. Opponent has the counter. Double Rhythm is a bit clunky, especially with no red mana. Opponent does have Curious Obsession. Well, the mono blue dream is being lived, unfortunately. Shard of Course draws a card. We draw a land. Well, play a forest. Vanquisher's Banner. On elf. Pass the turn. Land for our opponent. Wow. When mono blue lives the dream is lived to the max. That is for sure. Well, all the Curious Obsessions stacked nicely on the top of the deck. Oh, play Incubation Druid, draw a card. Ugh, this is not good. Play Incubation Druid, draw a card. Play Stomping Grounds. Tapped. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. Pass the turn. Opponent ops. Is there any chance that we could raise? These Rhythm of the Wilds are kind of mocking us. Opponent land, gets in, draws a new hand. Ugh. Double Curious Obsession is... that's just so much card draw. Opponent. Terramander. Sure. Tempest. We draw a land and we scoop it up. Oh boy. That was not a good draw. Well, thankfully, I feel like this should be a good matchup. We get 6 more removal spells. We go down Grand Warlord Rada. Go down a Vanquisher's Banner or 2. Go down Steel Leaf Champion. Go down 1 Banefire and a Druid. And run it like that. If we had got our red mana earlier... Alright, we're on the play. That is... oh boy. Alright. Those are 2 very floody hands in a row. Land of War. Not good on turn 2. Well, Forest go. Island. Terramander. Well, I guess we're getting a Land of War whether we like it or not. Kill Terramander. Play Land of War. It does seem like Arena has a tendency to stack 2 cards in a row in the deck. Probably some sort of bias, but... play Morrowind. Opponent has the counter. Well, now we're doing pretty much nothing. Pass the turn. Island. Storm Tamer. Terramander. Oh, play a Forest. Play Growth Chamber Guardian. No attacks. Pass the turn. Opponent. Combat. Attacks. Well, sure. Down to 18. Mistcloak. 1 card in hand. Well. Growth Chamber. Wow. That actually... interesting. Well, Rhythm of the Wild. Go attacking. You know they're going to top deck Curious Obsession. Opponent. Attacks. Sure. No blocks. Well, play Clan Caller. Put a counter on it. Go attacking. Opponent down to 9. Pass the turn. Opponent, combat. Attacks. No blocks. Down to 10. Passes. Play a land. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent blocks. Well, pass the turn. Untaps. Land. Combat. Hits us. Down to 8. Well, let's keep finding some lords. Clan Caller. Counter. Druid of the Cowl. Haste. Go to combat. Attack. Oh, we got there. Whew! Alright. Alright. With no Curious Obsession, Mono Blue looks a little more fair when they don't draw it. Come on, Elves! Come on, Elves. You can do it. You can take down the Blue Menace. Alright. Okay. I guess we keep this just because of Collision. And hopefully we draw red mana. Alright. Stomping Ground tapped. That's good. Pass the turn. Island. Oh, Forest, Land of War. Pass the turn. Opponent gonna get tricky. Island, Storm Tamer. Gets it. Well, Forest and Rhythm of the Wild. Opponent does have the counter. Yeah, we'll attack. Down to 19. Land for our opponent. Oh, they found the Curious Obsession. Draws a card. Mistcloak Herald. How do we do this? Well, I guess we Lava Coil Storm Tamer. Stomping Grounds, untapped, Morrowind. Alright, there's the Essence Capture. Opponent untaps. Land. Tempest Shin. That is fine. We draw Stomping Grounds. So, Banefire Mistcloak. Collision. Tempest Shin. Play Stomping Grounds, pass the turn. See what the draws are. Opponent gets in. Down to 6. Well, play Beast Whisper. Rootbound Crag. No attacks. Opponent. Ooh, Deep Freeze. Well, Beast Whisper. No attacks. Oh, we really wanted this Beast Whisper going. Opponent passes. Pass the turn. Opponent. Land. Passes. Come on, creatures! Ooh, Beast Whisper. That is a creature. Beast Whisper. Draw a card. Growth Chamber Guardian. Draw 2 cards. And this is where Elves spirals it out of control. Rootbound Crag. No attacks. And I think we're taking down Mono Blue. I think we're doing it. Land for our opponent. They're flooding out. Passes. We got Elves in hand. Oh my god. Beast Whisper. Part 3. Draw 2 cards. Clan Caller. Draw 3 cards. Game. Game. Take it down, Mono Blue, and that is Banefire Elves, and that's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. All right. Yeah. So what do we learn this week about Banefire Elves in Standard? And the deck was surprisingly sweet. So in our videos, ended up going 4-1, and there was a couple other matches I played with the deck, won one, lost one, which would put us at 5-2 overall. So basically, Banefire Elves were kind of killing it, and probably more important, we played a plethora of top-tier decks. In our videos, Rakdos midrange. That was the one that we actually... Rakdos midrange, we beat him. Esper Control, beat him. Simic Nexus, beat him. Mono Blue Tempo, beat him. Our one loss came to a Grixis control deck, and even that matchup was really close. So we played a lot of top tier decks, and the combination of Elves and endless card draw in Banefire seems like it's actually pretty effective, because we played against a lot of sweepery matchups with lots of removal, and our creature deck was able to fight through it pretty easily, and the Banefire finishes were awesome. Those were essential to so many of our matchups, and that really gives the deck a different kind of flavor compared to a lot of creaturey beatdown decks, where you just kind of like run out your creatures, hope you get there. Having a 10 damage burn spell or whatever, just hiding out for once the opponent manages to stabilize, sweep the board, get up blockers, that really sets Banefire Elves apart from other Gruul decks in the format. So I was really happy with how the deck turned out, apart from, of course, being over budget, unfortunately. But like I said, I think you can easily get this deck down into the price range that we want for budget Magic by turning Stomping Grounds into Unclaimed Territory. That's like almost $40 saved. You can get rid of Incubation Druid for another Mana Dork. That's another like $15. Just that all by itself is going to put the deck down in the $100 range. So it's really easy to get there without drastically hurting the deck in any meaningful way. So I feel like the deck is pretty sweet. I wish the build we played in the videos was a little bit cheaper, but there's not really anything I could do about it since it was already recorded. And as you saw, the matchups were sweet. We got to see the power of Banefire. We had some crazy card draw combo S-turns fighting through sweepers. So all around, it was a pretty impressive deck and a pretty sweet week. So anyway, that's been Banefire Elves. That's been our budget Magic for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.